Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. This week we are planning the week of May 18th through to May 24th. Now I am going to apologize in advance because I am doing my voiceover in my living room because my upstairs is being vacuumed and whatnot at the moment. So if there is a slight echo, I apologize. Now, I am just taking you through the kit that I'm using for this week. So this is a kit that I purchased from a D-stash a while ago. I've had it sitting in my little folder for a while. It is a Scribble Prints Co. kit. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called now. I think I do show it on camera, or I did show it on camera. But it's a really, really beautiful sort of neutral colored kit. And I just really loved the artwork. That bottom washi that I'm showing you at the moment, beautiful and floral. And I don't know, it's just something about the clip art really spoke to me, and just the like neutral colorway with the pops of black I really, really enjoyed. I do go I do go ahead and bring in some gold foil this week, but I don't go like too OTT. I wanted to bring in some foil to sort of make it pop against the black, so I did decide on gold. And you'll see me bring that in throughout the spread, sorry. Now, there is a little bit of handwriting in this week's spread. It kind of doesn't balance out too nicely, but I am happy with the end result. There are a couple of things that you will see that once we've laid it down and we come back at the end for like the final review, so to speak, there will be a couple of things that I've left blank, and that is just because there are a couple of personal things that I wanted to note in that I didn't necessarily want to share on camera, so I've just put like an icon there and left the box or whatever it is blank, just to come back and fill it in later off camera. Now, this particular week is actually the 8th week that I have spent working from home. I'm still undecided on how I feel about it. It kind of goes two ways for me. I love working from home because I can get up literally half an hour before my shift, have a cup of coffee, and sort of settle into the morning. And I can wear my tracky pants and have a messy bun and have no makeup on and all that sort of thing. It also means that I'm saving myself, roughly 3 hours travel per day. So I'm saving 3 hours in my day that I wouldn't normally have. Not that I make much use of that because most of that time is saved in the morning where I actually get to sleep in. But I am saving myself time in traffic. I'm also saving money because on my way to work, my normal routine is that I would go through the McDonald's drive-thru because I really enjoy the McDonald's cappuccinos, and I would get an extra large cappuccino every morning and take that with me to work and enjoy that, through the morning. So I'm saving, I think the coffees are like $5 each or something like that. They've probably gone up since I've not been working, but $5 a day, that's $25 a week that I'm saving there. And then I used to buy lunch on Fridays, so you're probably looking at about $15 to $20 just on a Friday. And then on days where I haven't grocery shopped, I may also be buying lunch those days as well. So saving a little bit of money. But I guess there's a part of me that's missing the routine of like the everyday work, like getting up, going to work, knowing that when I sign out for the day, like I'm done with work. It's not in my living space, so I can literally like walk out for the day and tune out and pretend work doesn't exist. Whereas when I'm working from home, my planner space doubles as my like home office, and it's situated right outside my bedroom. So there's kind of that constant reminder of work at home now. There's no sort of separation. And I don't know, like not being able to get answers on the spot. Like if I get stuck at work with a question or a scenario or, on something that I'm doing, I can literally yell to the person next to me. I can walk over to someone on the same floor as me. I can literally go to my team leader and ask the question. Whereas when I'm at work, I have to call someone, or that's really painful as well. But the other thing that I'm not really liking is the way that they've changed the process. Like, as I've said to you guys before, being part of the processing team, I'm supposed to process. That is what I'm getting paid to do. But with how things are working from home, I mean, again, I think it's just the way that they're operating the business, because quite honestly, I don't think they have a clue. But we won't get into that. I'm finding myself, still call taking and doing that sort of stuff. And that makes me really anxious. Like, I've noticed, don't get me wrong, I haven't been diagnosed. Like, I haven't gone to the doctor and I've not been diagnosed with anything. But I've spoken to a couple of people around the way that I feel on any given day due to working from home. And a lot of people are saying that my symptoms, so to speak, are very pointed towards the fact that I could have anxiety or some form of anxiety. And I've noticed that that's heightened a lot since working from home. And I think it's just around being unsupported or feeling unsupported, and the fact that, if I have a difficult application or if I have a difficult task or a difficult phone call, I can't just turn to the person next to me and, debrief afterwards. Like, I just have to deal with it myself. So I'm finding that really hard as well. And then obviously, as everyone is experiencing at the moment, we can go out now, but I'm still very reluctant to do that because, there's still that idea that, there's this second wave or, people can still become infected. And I don't know. My mind's all over the place. And I think the uncertainty of the current situation is just really preying on everyone. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm truly grateful that I have the ability to work from home. I know that a lot of people lost their jobs because of everything that's going on at the moment, and I'm truly, truly lucky to still be employed and be in a position that I can work from home. But naturally, there's always a downside, and I don't know, it's just finding it very difficult. So I think by using such a pretty kit, I distracted myself from that for a bit. But yeah, it's hard to believe that I've been working from home for 2 whole months. Like, never in my wildest dreams did I think that would happen. And I mean, now, with all of this having happened, our work is actually exploring the idea or the possibility of allowing people to work from home, 1 to 2 days a week. So that's really cool. I mean, I honestly don't think I will have the option of choosing what days I get to work from home. But the fact that, if I was granted the ability to work 2 days from home, it means I'm only traveling to work 3 days a week. I'm still able to sleep in 2 days a week. So yeah, I think it would be a nice change. Anyway, on to my spread for this week. So the date dots that I pulled in this week are from Harriet Wright Designs. In terms of the functionality, I didn't bring in any extra boxes or anything like that. I actually found that this particular layout for Scribble Prints Co. worked really nicely for me. It was actually perfect. I still have functional boxes left at the end of the week. This kit, I was so annoyed. So what will happen is I go and I plan out all my full boxes, and then I decide that I'm going to bring in overlays for the full boxes, because at the beginning I wasn't going to. I was just going to use the header overlays, and I was going to bring in some scripts and things like that, and I was just going to leave the boxes as it was. But I do decide to bring in the overlays later on, and silly me, I should have thought about the overlays first, because I actually had what I think was made to go with this kit, the overlay, and the quote box overlay says something about, what does it say? I think a girl should be 2 things, classy and fabulous. And I realized that when I go to lay that down at the end, I probably chose the worst possible full box for the top corner, but it was too late. And with Scribble Prints Co., the stickers are not removable. My undo is empty. So I just had to roll with it and leave it as it was. But I did still use the full boxes, the full box overlays. And I also bring in some extra full box overlays. So the quote box and 3 others were from Scribble Prints Co. I also then brought in some overlays from Arctic Paper Studio as well. I will go through the foil things first just while I'm thinking about it. So you will see that Coffee Monday, I used one of my favourite scripts from the Sticky Committee. Where you see me eventually put down, oh no, I've put them down now. You will see that I've used the work from home scripts in the pale gold from Stella Bow, and I have layered them over a laptop icon from Stella Bow, and I've kind of changed up the way that they're positioned just for a bit of fun. I use some bow dividers from Monique Plans on the days that I didn't really have, on Monday I had the Coffee Monday box, and then I used the work from home script, whereas on other days I had the work from home script, and I don't know, it felt weird. So I had to I went in and added some Monique Plans page dividers, which I believe, well, no, I used them as page dividers, but I believe that they are actually header overlays, and I use that to like divide the work from home section from the rest of the day. I do go ahead and use a laundry script from Scribble Prints Co. in the gold. I use a film script from Kinsey's Creations, and I use a sleep-in script from Stella Bow as well. But that is it in terms of what you will see foil-wise. Now on to the actual planning of the day. So Monday, you will see that I marked Coffee Monday using the coffee cup from Scribble Prints Co. As mentioned, I used a Stella Bow script and laptop to mark working from home. On Monday evening, I marked in filming, and I've just used a little icon from the kit there. I marked in that I received my Scentsy delivery. And then the last two things that I marked there on Monday, I've put down a flat lay again from Oscar and Lou. And I do mark in that we watched the Lego Masters final. On to Tuesday, we have another work from home laptop and script from Stella Bow. The divider there from Monique Plans, and then I have layered the Scribble Prints Co. laundry script over a washing basket from Oscar and Lou. I've then used a little coffee cup from the kit and marked in that I had a cup of coffee after work, and then I've put that full box there. I believe that one I left empty because I couldn't find my script. That was actually to mark that I had a bit of a YouTube binge. Moving on to Wednesday, we have the work from home laptop and script from Stella Bow, the divider from Monique Plans, and then I have used an emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark in that I was feeling a little under the weather and I had quite the headache that day. That evening, I had another cup of coffee. I've used some deco from the kit there and a relaxed script from Stella Bow to mark in that I did exactly that, and I sat and I relaxed. I then go ahead and mark the last thing for Wednesday evening using a little piece of deco from the kit to mark that I made up some Scentsy samples for some customers. Moving on to Thursday, again, we've marked working from home, we've used our little divider, and I did denote, unfortunately, that I had another headache on that particular day, and I've marked that the same way as I marked the previous day with a little emote from Coffee Monsters Co. Thursday evening, I've used a little planner from the kit to mark that it was 9 years to the day since I planned out my Italy trip. I then used a little things from the kit to mark that I finished making samples for Scentsy, and then I've put a little Polaroid photo and some decor there to mark in something personal for myself. On to Friday, we've marked working from home. We've used our same little divider. I then used another little emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark in that I had a really crazy morning work-wise, which basically means it was not a great day. So if you ever see crazy morning or busy or whatever it is, that's to mark that it was a not so nice day. I then go ahead and use an icon from Stella Bow to mark that I spent the afternoon cleaning. I used an icon from the kit to mark that my best friend Vanessa visited. I hadn't seen her in literally months. I had not seen her since December last year, just with everything going on and just our everyday lives, so that was fun. And then I used a little character there from Marshmallow Studio to mark that we did a live Facebook on our Facebook group called Home is Where Your Sisters Are, and we drew out the prize winner for our giveaway. On to Saturday, I have used a tickled pink planning pillow and the script from Stella Bow to mark sleeping in. I go ahead and use an icon from the kit to mark that I filmed that day, and then I've used some deco from the kit to mark in relaxing, and then Saturday evening I've used an icon from the kit to mark that we watched Shark Tale, which we had not watched in forever. I used a little thing to mark in watching Alaskan Bush People, and I used a popcorn icon from Stella Bow to mark that we watched a movie on Netflix called Fracture. Apologies for my dog there. On to Sunday, I have marked in that I had a cup of coffee for breakfast, essentially, with a little coffee cup from Sticker Thief. I then go ahead and mark in something there on the Sunday. I actually believe that one's not necessarily personal. That's just because I didn't have the script for like Turnip Day on Animal Crossing in the pale gold, so I need to get some of those. I use a divider from Monique Plans there, and then I use a little mini icon from the kit to mark in filming that day, and a flat lay from Stella Bow to mark uploading that night. And then on Sunday night, I have used a little things there to mark in that I watched The Voice. And I go ahead at the bottom and use a Monique Plans weekend banner, which you will see a little bit later on, to mark in that it was the weekend. Now, flying over to my sidebar, I did my usual. So I've popped in my social media for the week. So I've got a little icon there from the kit for marking my YouTube subs. I have my favorite Sticker Thief Instagram icon to mark my Insta subs, and I've used a little icon from the kit there to mark that it was the 8th week working from home, which we did already go ahead and cover. Now, you will see that on camera I'm actually going in and filling those gaps, because originally I had a lot of gaps and spaces in my spread, but I went back and fixed that afterwards because I'd totally forgotten to put them down, or I didn't know what icon to use or how to mark them at the time I put them down. So I went back and did that after the fact. And there I am just pointing out the issue with the quote. So I decided that the quote probably should have been overlaid on the full box that was marked on Thursday instead. But oh well, it is what it is. And now I'm just taking you through the kit leftovers, which as you can see, I have quite a bit left. So I can probably use those later down the track or add them into some sort of a giveaway, which I feel like I've been talking about for months, but haven't really nutted it out because I've just not had the time. I've been so incredibly busy, you guys. Between filming and doing other things, I feel like I've barely had any time to breathe. But that is it. And now I'm going to do a quick wiggle for you guys. You'll see all of the foil that I've brought in for the spread, and I think it turned out really, really nicely. Do a bit of a twerk as well. I never remember which is which, but we did a wiggle and a twerk. And that is it, you guys. So if you've made it to the end, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Any feedback, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.